Hey everyone, welcome back to Anna Talk Show. So, you are a woman of color coach, you are an industry expert, and you are thinking about launching your group program. This episode is for you because let me say something that might trigger a few people, but I need to say this. If your group program isn't designed properly, you are not creating freedom, you are creating a mess at scale. You are creating a mess at scale. You are creating more questions, more confusion, more clients needing you, and more pressure on you to hold everything together. So, when you are not designing your group program in the right way, you are literally having 10 one-on-one clients, which is only looking like that you packaged it in a group format, but there is more questions, more one-on-one time needed from you in order to get those clients results. But when you actually do it in the right way, you will create a group program where clients get results faster than in your one-on-one container. They start talking about you in rooms you are not even in. They send you referrals without you asking, and you finally step into a business model that doesn't rely on you being online 24/7, you being on 24/7. This is how you create leverage. This is how you are getting your time back. This is how you are stop trading your current time for money. So in this episode, I'm going to break down the four non-negotiables that separates a group program that flops from the one that becomes your most profitable, scalable offer, your flagship program. So, if you're currently doing one on one, or you're thinking about launching a group, or you already have a group, you need to hear this episode before you are building or rebuilding anything. So, when I first thought about launching my group program and scaling into a group program, I genuinely believed, okay, I would just add, I would just take what I do in my one on one, put that into module, and boom, I have a scalable offer. That sounds logic. But actually, what happened is I started to overthink everything. What modules should I include? How many calls should I do? What if people don't get result? What if they ask question and I cannot answer it in a group format? And under all of that, there was a deeper fear that I was holding. I was actually having this fear, what if this doesn't work? Like, what if I lose credibility? And this is where most women of color coaches are staying stuck, because you are not lacking the expertise, the zone of genius, you are not lacking skill, you are lacking a design system that works without you overextending. So everything shifted for me when I realized that scaling and a group offer is not about adding more calls, adding more modules, adding more workbooks. It's about refining what is already working and making it repeatable and making it in a speed format. So let me reflect back what I see happening for most of you right now. You're showing up, you're posting content, you're getting engagement, and some of you are signing clients here and there. But behind the scenes, you feel stretched. Every new client actually means more time out of your calendar, more energy from you, and more responsibility. And you start to think like, okay, if I want to make more money, you want to make 20K a month, you need more clients. But then the reality hits, right? That you don't actually have the capacity. So now you are stuck in this weird in between. You are not a beginner, but also you are not scalable. And then the group idea comes in. So instead of feeling exciting, this idea feels heavy, because now you are thinking, what if no one buys? What if it's too much work? What if people don't get results in a group? But what if they don't want group? What if they only want one-on-one coaching? So instead of trusting yourself, instead of trusting this intuition that you are on the right path and moving forward, you delay. 6 months passed by, you still didn't take the action to launch your group. You overthink, you keep doing what's comfortable, and you play small. You play small when it comes to leaving a bigger impact in this industry, and you also play small when it comes to making more money in your bank account. So even though you know you have this expertise, even though you know you can do this, you are not growing your business. And this is what will change everything for you. This is the mindset you need to have. And I want you to grab a pen and paper. A group program is not a cheaper version of your one on one coaching, or it's also not a place where you are giving less of the transformation. It's actually the opposite. Your group offer, it requires more intention, more structure, and more clarity, because now you are not helping just one person to get the transformation at one time. You are literally designing a process that works for many people at the same time. Literally think about when you were in class, in math class or in college. There was a teacher, there was a professor in the front of the classroom, and this person taught us one thing at the same time where we got the result at the end. So when you are transitioning from one-on-one coach into being this group coach, or you are leading a group coaching offer, you are also adding a new skill set into your leadership, which is becoming the teacher. You are becoming the teacher for many people at the same time to get them the results they are after, which is why they signed up to work with you. And if you skip that step, that's when the group program feels chaotic, it feels draining, and it feels ineffective. This is why I also see a lot of women of color coaches go back to one on one because their group didn't give them the freedom they were after. It actually did the opposite. It felt chaotic, it felt energy draining, the money was coming in, but they felt burnt out. So I'm going to give you the 4 elements you need as a woman of color coach who wants to launch a group offer in the next 90 days without burnout, without having a large audience, and without even doing live launching. This is the 4 steps my client, who's a leadership coach, implemented in her business. She went from 0 to 20K a month using these elements, from 0 to 20K a month. So the number one thing you need is a scalable and profitable framework. Write this down, okay? Your framework is the backbone of your entire group program. And I want you to really hear this. If your framework only works when you are deeply involved, it is not scalable. Again, if your framework only works when you are involved, when you are giving one on one coaching privately to all those group people, it's not scalable. A strong framework answers what is the step by step journey from where they are to where they want to be. And it needs to be simple enough to follow. A stranger needs to understand the simple step to follow. It needs to be clear enough to repeat over and over again, and powerful enough to create results without constant one on one communication, one on one customization. So maybe you have a group program right now and you are doing everything one on one customization inside. That's why it feels like from the outside you are running a group program, but in the inside it feels like you are working with those 10 clients one on one. It's because you are giving that constant customization, because your scalable framework is not, it's not scalable. It's not powerful enough to actually lead a group of people inside your group offer. So if every client needs a different approach, you don't have a framework. If every client inside your group program needs a different approach, you don't have a framework. You have a personalized coaching, again, which looks like from the outside it's a group program, but from the inside it's one-on-one personalized coaching. And that's why you feel stuck in one-on-one. And that's why you also feel like you are not ready for group coaching. You want to launch your group, you know you are ready for it, but deep down deep down you feel like I cannot do this. And it's because you haven't documented your framework. You didn't sit down and looked at the patterns and the teachings you did with your one-on-one clients, and you didn't write down what the step by step journey is when someone joins from where they are to how they are achieving the results with you. So this is one of the first step in phase 1 we do inside Leverage 20. So when you join Leverage 20, where we teach you to design, deliver, launch your group offer in the next 90 days, you're going to start with phase 1, where you are looking at the patterns, you are analyzing your one-on-one coaching. Maybe you worked with 5 or 3 one-on-one clients before, and that's enough. We're going to look at the pattern, and we're going to see what are the steps you are doing over and over again that we can now put onto paper, document that, and call it your framework, because it is your framework. That's how you help the client to get the results they have right now. If you have any questions about designing, delivering, launching your group offer, let me know in the comment. This is how you will double your revenue in the next 90 days. This is how you would do that with working with fewer clients. So, element number 2, okay? This is where most group programs fail, and it's where they are falling apart because people think I need to give them more value, I need to give them more videos, and I need to give them more information. And this is where my client Vinita, she is a career coach, is currently at. She's inside Leverage 20. So her next step is to create an implementation focused curriculum. But one of these questions before she transitioned into group program she had was, okay, so group offer means I need to give them more value. I need to create more videos and more information. And I was like, okay, stop, Vinita, this is not how you are designing and delivering your group program, because information is not creating the result. Execution does, and the coaching will get them the results. So your curriculum should not feel like watch this 30-minute video, then go and figure it out on your own. I remember I was in a group program like that, like the curriculum was like 30 to 1 hour long. After that, I was exhausted to execute. So now in 2026, if you have a group offer or you are thinking about launching a group offer, please don't create 30 to 1 hour long curriculum. Don't do that. We want to create bite-sized curriculum video modules that is easy to watch and easy to implement. Because again, information is not what gets them the result, execution does, and the coaching to get them unstuck to do the execution. The reason why your clients are not getting the results is because they are stuck at the execution part. Why are they stuck? Why can they not move forward? So your curriculum should become implementation focused. So it should feel like do this, then this, then this. This is like overview for you guys, but inside Leverage 20 I literally teach my clients like how to structure their implementation focused curriculum, because only when they implement they're going to get the results, and when they get the results they will rave about you, they will talk about your offer to other people. That's when you stop chasing clients and referral clients are coming in, almost like you are holding their hand through the process, but without needing to be there every second. That's why I love implementation focused curriculum. So ask yourself, if someone followed this exactly step by step, would they get the result? If the answer is no, that's your gap. That's the gap why your offer is currently not scalable, because again, if that is falling apart, then that means you are again giving so much more customization for every single client who is joining your group offer. And in the beginning when you are launching your group offer for the first time, it's okay, maybe you only have 5 clients or 8 clients, and the customization is won't actually hurt your time. But when you have like 30 clients, 30 one-on-one clients, that's when you start to see you will I love you too. That's when you start to see that this process will take more time from you and more of your energy. So, number two, again, was implementation focused curriculum. So instead of giving all these information, make it more about how can my clients get the speed and get the results faster so that they start to be more motivated and inspired to do the next actions over and over and over again. So that was number two. Let's go to number three, which is support. A group offer without support, that's just another course. Okay, it's just another course, low ticket between 90 to $1,000. That's like the low ticket course. And courses are very low completion rates for a reason. You can actually Google that. A lot of people, they are buying courses, but then they don't implement because your clients, they need coaching. That's why they need coaching, because coaching is there to help you to get unstuck. Coaching is there to give a space to ask questions, a place to feel seen, a moment to get unstuck quickly. And when your client gets unstuck and stays unstuck, uh, when your client gets stuck and stays stuck, so that's the word, they are disconnecting. That's why the courses, which is on the lower end where there is no support, the completion rates is very, very low. They are not getting the result. And when you are a coach and you want to leave a bigger impact and you are here for your people, you want them to get the result, right? And you don't want them to disconnect just because they are getting stuck in that process. And disconnected clients, they don't finish the program, they don't get the results, they don't refer your offer to others. So support is what keeps the energy alive inside your group offer. So you can think about, where do you want to give your clients the support that they need to help them to get unstuck, to give them a community aspect where they know they are not going through this process alone, where they know they have other shoulders to cry on and to get the support, not only from you as the coach, but also from other community members as well. So we have our support inside school, where clients can actually ask questions in between calls, a place where they feel seen. This is where some of my clients, where they felt very seen when I said that visibility, especially when someone says just show up and be visible, is not the right advice for someone who's a woman of color, because for us visibility is completely different, and it doesn't work when someone just say, yeah, just show up and do your visibility activities. We have so much going on that we need a space where we can actually talk about it in order to get unstuck with all these mental garbage that is going on in every single one of us. So that was number three. Okay, where are you hosting the support, the community aspect, where your clients feel seen, can collaborate, can communicate with each other and with you. Also, I want to add, inside Leverage 20, all of my clients, they are booking mock-up sales calls with each other to work on their sales call skill with other women of color in the community. That's how they are putting in the reps before they actually do a sales call. Because they are putting the reps beforehand, they are more likely to close the sales call in the first 30 days when they are booking their sales call. So that's why I love the support and the community inside Leverage 20. So if you're ready, we're going to actually add the number four. This is everything, okay? And the next element is all about feedback. Feedback is what turns effort into result. So without you giving feedback, without you giving the coaching, your clients are guessing. They are second guessing, they are overthinking every move, and that slows them down. So, how can you add a feedback component, a feedback element into your group coaching so that you can speed up the process for your clients instead of actually letting them be stuck and letting them slow down in their process. But when they know, okay, I'm going to get eyes on this, I'm going to get feedback, I'm going to get the support, and feedback also means, okay, I can do this over and over again, and I will always see if I am improving. They will show up differently. Your clients will take actions faster, they will stay accountable, they will stay like they would trust the process even more because they know they have someone else's eyes on their work and they get the feedback, and now they go out there, they do it, they fail, and then they get come back again in order to learn from you. And this is where your program becomes high ticket, where your program becomes premium, because people don't just want information. So if you're having a group offer and like, I want you to go and look how this whole program, how you designed it. If you're only giving information, it's not enough to charge 3K, 5K, 10K. Your people don't want information, they want refinement. Simply like, if you're an athlete, you have a coach on your side. Your coach is constantly telling you what to do better, how to become better when you are having, I don't know, let's say you are a basketball player and your coach is telling you what to do better, right? That's refinement. And it's similar to you hosting a group offer. Like, you clients want refinement, not just information. So stop selling offers that can be Googled or that can be ChatGPT. Start selling an offer that includes refinement, that includes result. Result is only happening when the client trusts themselves enough to execute, when the client gets unstuck to execute. And I know some of you are thinking, but what if no, like, what if I launch my group offer and what if no one is buying? And let's be honest, that's not actually the fear. The fear is, what if I put this out publicly? My friend sees it, my colleague sees it, my family sees it, and it doesn't work. And that comes from not fully trusting your process yet. Because when you trust your process, when you believe in yourself more than anyone else, when you go first, selling becomes so easy. Because you are not convincing, you are simply inviting your clients to be a part of this movement that you have. And I also want to speak to one more belief. I also get this from my clients inside Leverage 20 who are in the process transitioning from one on one coach, one on one practitioner into being a group coach facilitator. They are having this belief that, but what if my clients need one on one to get the result? And I always tell them that your clients need clarity, structure, and accountability. One on one is just one way to deliver that. It's just one way. But what if you take what you already have done, reposition, like repackage that, and you are designing a well designed group offer that is implementation focused? Actually, that creates faster results for your clients because of the momentum, because of the community that you're giving to them, and because of the shared learning. And because so many of one of like so many clients are going through your framework, you get the data to refine it very quickly, to even give them a better chance to have a better curriculum inside your group offer. So, which is why I love group coaching more than one on one. And yeah, if you're at this point where you are thinking, but I cannot keep growing like this, and you feel like, okay, one on one is great, but you want to add an extra revenue stream with group offer, then your next move is not more content, more offers, or more hustle. We have to make your business very simple. It's about building something scalable that scales with you. And if you want support in designing your framework, structuring your group curriculum, making it implementation focused, and creating a program that actually sells and signs aligned and qualified buyers, send me the word ready on Instagram and I will map out what this looks like for you. And before you go and, you are looking at your group offer and you are thinking about, should I do it? I want to know, what is the one thing that's been holding you back from launching your group offer in the next 90 days? Drop it in the comments, and I'm going to help you how you need to actually shift that in order to become ready to launch your group offer. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.